Hello and welcome to the Baseball Northwest Championships here in Medford, Oregon. Josh Shelton bringing you the Idaho vs. Tri-State 2022 game at Harry and David Field. We've got a good one in store for you today. Getting warmed up on the mound right now for Tri-State is Brennan Chappell. Chappell, the right-hander out of Kimberly High School. Quite the arsenal. Fastball sits around 84, 87 with a slider and a changeup. We'll see what he can do today. He's got the first 3 innings for Tri-State. As he gets set to go here, Harry and David Field, some scouts and everything and fans filling the stands here. The throw comes down and will get set to go. Leading off for Idaho will be number 10, Cruz Hepburn. Hepburn, a shortstop, attends Lewiston High School. Already committed to the University of Washington. See what he can do here. We'll get our first pitch ready to go. First pitch swinging, and it's a ground ball to third base. That's Brett Hauser. And 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Caden Casagrande, number 6. Casagrande starting at third base today for Idaho. The windup and the pitch, that one's high, 2-0. The pitch again, this one in the dirt, ball 3. Count runs 3-0 to Casagrande. Casagrande, a 5'11" right-hander. The pitch, outside and a 4-pitch walk. The first runner aboard for Idaho. And that'll bring up Kyler Saunders. Saunders, a right-hander, 6'1", to Timberline. First pitch outside for ball 1. That one right down the middle for a called strike. First strike in about 6 pitches. One and one the count with 1 out and a runner aboard. Chappell working from the stretch for the first time today. Runner goes, throw down to second. In time, got him out. Great throw there by Jones behind the dish. Austin Jones. And just like that, there's 2 away. Throw is on a hop, but still in time. 2-1 inside, ball 3. The 3-1 swung on, hit into right field. Tracking it is Knoll, and he's got it. 3 outs. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the first inning. And the Baseball Northwest Championships will be right back. Welcome back to the Baseball Northwest Championships between Idaho and Tri-State. Stepping up is Ethan Ammerman, and taking the mound is number 12, Garrett Miller. First pitch, a called strike on the outside portion of the plate. Swung on and missed by Ammerman, and that'll be another strike for Miller. 2 quick ones. The 0-2 flared off into foul territory on the first base side. Miller, a right-hander out of Timberline High School. The windup. Outside, just barely misses. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got the strikeout. 1 down for Miller. Miller, a 6'1" right-hander. Fastball sits between 84 and 87. Slider right around 72, 75. And a changeup just shy of 80 miles an hour. Chris Rogers at the plate, fouls off the first one. And he takes the second one for strike 2. The 0-2 swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts for Miller. And that'll bring up Oliver Brown as Miller gets in a rhythm early. First pitch is outside. Miller's got some looks from the University of Northern Colorado, University of Virginia, and Arizona State. The 1-0 swung on and fouled back by Oliver Brown. Smart kid, too. Sports a 4.06 GPA. His mind as sharp as the pitching has been in this first inning. That's a called strike, so 2 strikes now on Brown. As Miller looks to strike out the side here in the bottom of the first inning. Time called. Now Brown steps back in. Swung on and missed. Strikes out the side. Garrett Miller on a roll early. 3 swinging strikeouts and a quick inning for Tri-State at the plate. We'll be right back with more college with Baseball Northwest Championships in just a second.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back to the 2021 Baseball Northwest Championships between Idaho and Tri-State. This is the class of 2022. We're in the top of the second inning. Brennan Chappell back out on the mound. First up to the plate is Humberto Garcia, otherwise known as Junior. Started at catcher today. First pitch breaking ball in for a called strike. Chappell the kick, the pitch. Hard hit ball, but right at the third baseman. Caught on the fly. That's Housel for out number 1. At the plate now is Dane Bradshaw. 2-0 count. Bradshaw, 5'10" outfielder, starting in center field today. He's watched 3 go past him, all 3 for balls. And as Chappell looks to find the zone here in the top of the second. That one's low and a good take by Bradshaw, and he's aboard. Second base runner. And the second walk. That'll bring up Landon Cheney. Started in right field today for Idaho. Takes a first pitch strike at the knees. 0-1 the count. 1 out and a runner aboard. Fastball misses high. 1-1 the count now. Cheney out of Nampa Christian. Lets that one go by inside. 2-1 the count. Working from the stretches, Chappell. Thought about swinging, but held it back was Cheney, but it's a called strike on the outside portion of the plate. So that runs the count 2-2. The runner aboard. Bradshaw, short lead off first. Chopper right back at Chappell. He just is going to go to first for the sure out. 2 away. That'll bring up Kevin Brecky. Brecky out of Cunha High School. Swung on and missed. Big breaking ball there from Chappell. First pitch was a swinging strike. Takes pitch number 2 to run the count. 1-1, 2 outs. Bradshaw lead off second. Outside, good block there by Jones behind the dish. Checks the runner at second before going home. Outside, 3-1. Six-foot, 180 right-hander at the plate. Bradshaw comes set, checks second, then goes home. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Full count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch inside, taken for ball 4. That'll bring up Ryan Schneider, started out in left field today for Idaho. Schneider, a Belmont commit. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Jones. Runners hold. Chopper, first base side, and it's going to skip foul. Chappell was in pursuit. Count 1-1 now. Left-handed Schneider steps in. 6-2. Two on, two out. Swung on. Chopper right at Chappell. He's going to flip it over to first for the out. And that'll get things cleared up in the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Score tied 0-0 as you take a look at the Travel Medford scoreboard.
A new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Welcome back. As the 2021 Baseball Northwest Championships continue on. Bottom of the second, and Cody Matson leads things off for Tri-State. Garrett Miller's first pitch, right where he left things off. It's a called strike at the knees. Brody Rasmussen takes over left field duties for Idaho as the second pitch misses low for ball one. Swung on and missed, strike two. Miller's been looking really good at on the bump today. He comes set on the 1-2. Chopper right over the head of Chappell, scooped up by Saunders. Throw to is held on. It's going to be a tough play for Saunders to make. And that'll bring up Braden Lewis with a runner aboard. Throw over to first, not in time. Swung on and fouled back. Coming set, delivering. Low. Evens up the count at 1-1. Matson takes a lead off first. Miller working for the stretch for the first time today. Here's the 1-1. Low, and that gets away. Runner goes. And easily there's the ball is just fielded by Junior Garcia at the backstop. Moves the runner to second. Miller comes set on the 2-1. That's low, blocked by Garcia this time. 3-1 the count. Still no outs, and Miller comes set. Check second, the kick, the pitch, swung on and missed. High fastball, and chasing it all the way was Lewis. Full count, no outs. Foul back behind home plate and out of play. Lewis stays alive, has a runner in scoring position, no outs. Chance to put the first runs on the board. Miller comes set. The kick, the pitch. Chopper foul into the Idaho dugout. We'll run back the payoff pitch for a second time. Miller checks second. A second time. Into right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Cheney fields it. Rounding third is Matson. The throw to home in time. Good relay there to get Matson at home. One out, and we stay scoreless. Good relay from Cheney to Garcia to Garcia. Brings up Silas Jolicoeur. One out. Right at the shortstop and fighting it off was Hepburn, but couldn't do anything about it. It goes in to left field, popped right up over his head. And now the first run scores. Jolicoeur with an RBI single. That'll bring up Austin Jones. That ball gets away. Spiked the fastball. And runner advances to second. Junior Garcia did all he could, but it skips on the dirt right in front of home plate. Jolicoeur moves to second, and Austin Jones digs in for the 1-0. Miller delivers high for ball 2. Miller comes set after striking out the side in the first inning. Dribbler foul, third base side. 2-1 the count now. After 3 strikeouts to start the first, 3 base hits to start the second, and a run for Tri-State. Miller delivers. Another foul, third base side. Bottom of the second, 2-2. 1 out. Into right field, tracking it is Cheney. And he can't make the play right on the line as the fence approaches. Wheeling around is Jolicoeur, and caught in between second and third was Jones as Jolicoeur held up at third. The ball came in time. But a double for Jones puts 2 runners in scoring position here for Brett Hauser. As Miller's given up 4 straight hits to Tri-State, he'll work out of the windup now. That's a called strike. Oh, 0-1 the count, 2 runners aboard. Miller looks a lot more comfortable out of the windup here. 2 straight strikes. Outside, swung on and missed. A 4th strikeout for Miller. And the first out of the second inning. That brings up Jace Malky. One-oh, 2 outs now. Swung on and missed. Can't lay off the high stuff. Runs the count to 1-1. That's fouled off, and now there's 2 strikes. Miller looking good out of the windup. Smolke fouls that one off the handle of the bat. 1-2, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Outside, Mulkey lays off of it. Runs the count even at 2-2. Deuce is wild here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on in the bottom of the second. Swung on and missed. 5 strikeouts for Miller, but not before. The Tri-State team picks up the first run of the game. Miller's got 5 strikeouts. We'll see if he comes back for the third. Not sure which pitcher we're going to get in the third inning at this point, but we'll be right back with the 2021 Northwest Championships between Idaho and Tri-State. Here's a look at the Travel Medford scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Top of the third inning. Brennan Chappell back out on the mound. Some defensive adjustments. Chris Rogers goes to shortstop. Oliver Brown shifts over to second. Other than that, the defense stays the same. Ammerman is the one who shifts out of the defensive lineup. Look at the Travel Northwest scoreboard here as Mason Garcia gets set. To lead things off in the third inning. Garcia started at first base for the Idaho 2022 team. 6'5", 220. Big man in the right-hander's batter's box as Chappell throws that one into the left-hander's batter's box, and it's a 1-0 count. Out of Eagle High School in Idaho. The 1-0 from Chappell is swung on low. A 1-1 count. As Mason Garcia gets set to receive the 1-1 from Chappell. Just outside. Garcia thought about it, but held off. Runs the count to 2 balls and 1 strike in the top of the third. Tri-State leads 1-0. The 2-1 high, and Garcia lays off of it. Hitters count 3-1. Called strike. Garcia checked his swing. That'll run the count full as that one hits at the knees and on the outside portion of the plate. Payoff pitch from Chappell. Swung on and missed. Picks up his first strikeout and the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brody Rasmussen. .5'11" right-hander out of Mountain View. Chappell's first pitch misses low for ball one. He comes set, the windup. The 1-0, foul back behind home plate for strike one. Chappell looks in. Breaking ball had Rasmussen turning away. It's a 2-1 pitch from Chappell. Upstairs for ball three. He worked back from a 3-1 count in the previous at-bat, so let's see what Chappell can do here, finding himself in the same situation. Outside and taking for ball four. The fourth walk of the game for Chappell to just one strikeout, and that'll bring up Logan Burrell, 6'3" right-hander out of Mountain View High School. Swung on and missed for strike one, went up hacking. All four base runners for Idaho today have been via the walk. And a called strike, the breaking ball in there at the knees. Quickly ahead 0-2. Upstairs trying to get Burrell to chase. He doesn't, so the count runs to 1-2 with one out. Rasmussen over on first base for Idaho. Swung on and missed. Actually just got a piece of it, but held on at the plate is Jones, so 2 strikeouts and 2 outs. That'll bring up Ethan Gardner. .6'3" right-handed outfielder. Outside for ball one. We'll see Gardner in right field and center field. He'll start in right field for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings, and then move over to center at 6th and 7th innings. That one misses high for ball two. .30 now. After working ahead against Burrell, Chappell now finds himself well behind in the count to Gardner. He takes that one inside for a strike. Still a hitter's count here. Still a great chance here for Gardner to move the runner around with 2 outs. Taken for strike 2, and that runs the count full. Rasmussen will get a head start off first base on the payoff pitch with 2 outs. See what kind of speed Rasmussen brings. Get this ball put into the outfield. The payoff pitch is poked in to the glove of Oliver Brown. For out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base as we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching the 2021 Northwest Championships, brought to you by Table Rock Sports.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Garrett Miller back out on the mound. And Aaron Kearns going to lead things off for Tri-State in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch swung on, chopper to second base, throw over to first in time. It's Kyler Saunders at second and Mason Garcia at first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Garrett Miller. That brings up Tyler Vance. Vance takes a ball rather. Miller comes set, delivers, misses high. And a 4-pitch walk from Miller puts Vance aboard. Bring up Noah Nall. Takes a strike at the knees for the first pitch of the at-bat. Hit into center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Nall pokes one into center field, and 2 runners are aboard. With 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd for Tri-State, will bring us back to the top of the order with Ethan Ammerman. That ball gets away from Garcia, and Vance slides into 3rd. Nall stayed put at first base, so now there's runners on the corners with 1 out. Double play still in order. Chopper, third base side, only plays at first, and he gets it. Good play there by Casagrande to get the out. Nall advances to second. And Vance had to hold at third on the high hopper. 2 outs. Chris Rogers at the plate, swung on, fouls off the first pitch he sees. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position for Chris Rogers, 5'9" right-handed infielder, outfielder out of Sprague, Oregon. Quick meeting on the mound between the Garcias and Miller. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Wind up, the pitch fouled. First base side. Hard hit, but out of play. 0-2 the count. The windup, the pitch for Miller. Low, blocked by Junior Garcia behind the dish. 1-2 the count. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 6 for Miller as he strands 2. No runs on 1 hit, 2 runners left aboard. As we head into the top of the 4th, here's a look at the Travel Medford scoreboard for the 2021 Northwest Baseball Championships. We'll be right back after a quick word. Oh, sweet. Okay. That was. He's out, so they're bringing in Cummins.
Cool. Perfect. Thanks, John.
Welcome back to the Baseball Northwest Championships. On the mound now for the Tri-State team is Jackson Cummins, the Murtaugh, Idaho, and Kimberly High School player. Sits around 82, 84 on the fastball, 65, 68 on the curveball, and then 69, 72 on the changeup. Behind in the count, 2-0 to Cruz Hepburn. That one's hit high into the air on the first base side. Under it is Jolicoeur, and he makes the play for the first out. in the fourth inning, some defensive adjustments for the Tri-State team. In left field now is Cody Matson. In center is Braden Lewis shifting over from left. Malky shifts over into right. Swung on and missed by Caden Casagrande at the dish. Aaron Kearns takes over at catcher, and Tyler Vance is at third base. An 0-1 count with one out in the top of the fourth. Caden Casagrande walked his first time up. Takes the ball there to run the count even at 1-1. Time called by Casagrande at the plate. Here's the 1-1 from Cummins. That's inside for ball two. Cummins, a multi-sport athlete, plays basketball, baseball, and rodeo. Probably weren't expecting that third sport. Here's the 2-1 pitch from the rodeo man himself. Ropes that one in there. 2-2 the count. Here comes the 2-2. Low and blocked by Aaron Kearns. That'll run the count full with one out, nobody aboard. Idaho still searching for their first hit of the day. The payoff pitch low. Ball four. It's the fifth walk issued by a Tri-State pitcher. So Idaho's gotten runners on base, but haven't got anyone past second. Casagrande takes the lead off as Kyler Saunders digs into the right-hander's batter's box. One out, runner in front of him, and then time called by Saunders. Cummins digs in, delivers, there goes. It's a hit and run. Grounder to third, only play is to first. And digging for three, and safe is Casagrande. Good heads up base running there. A slow roller to third, takes advantage of it. So there's two outs. And a runner on third. Chance here for Junior Garcia to plate a runner. Swung on and missed. Thought about plating two with that swing. Working out of the windup is Cummins. Here's the 0-1. First base side and out of play, foul. Cummins ahead 0-2 to the count against Humberto Garcia. Takes that one, the 0-2 low. 1-2 the count. Garcia stands at 6'1", 195 in the right-hander's batter's box. Runner on third, 1-2 pitch from Cummins. Swung on, hard hit ball into left field. That'll play to runner. The first base hit is an RBI single for Idaho. And Garcia comes up big on the 1-2 count with two outs. So that'll bring up Dane Bradshaw with 2 outs and a runner in front of him at first. Bradshaw walked his first time up. Two outs, tie ball game now. That's at the knees for a called strike. Hits that one foul, first base side out of play. Now Cummins ahead in the count again, 0-2. Working from the stretch to try to get things wrapped up here. Outside. So it's a 1-2 count to Bradshaw as Cummins looks in. Peeks over to first at Garcia, now looks and delivers to the plate. That's high and outside again, runs the count even at 2-2. The kick of the pitch, 2-2 running as Garcia popped up just out of play on the first base side behind home plate. Count stays 2-2 with 2 outs. Two-two pitch. Hit high into the air in left field. Under it is Matson, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left aboard as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Things all tied up at 1. We'll be right back after a word from the people that make this possible.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome here on our lovely campus.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Trueblood Gamble, and I'm the Director of Diversity and Inclusion here at Southern Oregon University. We want you to know you are welcome here.
I'm Susan Walsh, Provost at Southern Oregon University, and you are welcome here.
Du bist hier willkommen. You are welcome here.
Yokoso. Tu és bem-vindo aqui.
SOU 欢迎你. तपाईहरुलाई यहाँ स्वागत छ.
You are welcome here.
أنتم مرحبون هنا.
欢迎来到美国南俄勒冈州立大学.
ยินดีต้อนรับ
You are welcome here.
Chào mừng bạn đến đây.
You are welcome here.
It's the bottom of the 4th inning. And Ryan Schneider takes over pitching duties for Idaho 2022. They tied it up in the last inning. Oliver Brown leads things off for Tri-State, taking on Schneider. The left-handed pitcher out of Hayden, Idaho, a Belmont University commit. His first pitch, right at the knees for called strike one. Fastball sits 84-87 with a slider. Get up to 69-73. Fastball misses high for ball one. Change up right around 70-75. Here's the 1-1 from Schneider. Just low for ball two. Schneider comes sets. That's at the knees inside. Runs the count even at 2-2 against Oliver Brown. Brown went down on strikes his last time up. That was against Garrett Miller. 2-2 is fouled off first base side towards the Tri-State dugout over there. Brown, a Holy Cross commit out of South Anchorage, Alaska. Making quite the trip down to Southern Oregon. Skies are probably a little less smoky in Alaska right now. Here's the 2-2 from Schneider. Inside and low, ball three. Payoff pitch coming from Schneider. Oliver Brown not making life easy for the left-hander. Here comes the 3-2. High for ball four, so went down swinging his first time up. Takes the walk the second time up. Sets Tri-State up nicely in the bottom of the fourth inning. And that'll bring up Cody Matson. Had a single his first time at the plate in the second inning. Was thrown out at home trying to score the first run of the game. First pitch he sees from Schneider misses low for ball one. Ball hit into left field, tracking it and catching it. Making the play there was Brody Rasmussen. Picks up the first out. That'll bring up Braden Lewis to the dish. Takes that on the inside corner for a called strike. Lewis's hit was the one Matson tried to score on into right field. Lewis eventually came around to score. The only Tri-State runner to score as he foul tips that one, but it's a call. It's caught for a strike. The 0-2 from the southpaw. Low in the dirt, tried to get Lewis to chase, but good block there by Garcia behind the plate. 1-2 count. Waiting on deck is Silas Jolicoeur. 1-2. Runner goes. Fouled off behind home plate and out of play. Schneider comes set, delivers the 1-2, swung on, fouled off again. Count remains at 1-2. Oliver Brown off first. Quick throw over the ball, gets away. It's Logan Burrell over at first base now, taking over for Mason Garcia. The pitch hit high into the air in the infield. Calling for it is Burrell. Oh no, he drops it. He does get the play over at second, so they get the out. They get an out. Maybe not the out. Still a runner at first. But Oliver Brown is thrown out at second. Was tagging up. Nothing you can do about that one. That'll bring in Silas Jolicoeur with 2 outs. Swung on and missed. The 0-1. This is outside and low, 1-1 the count. Inside and way inside. Jolicoeur takes that off the small of his back. Take his base. Where's the pitch with 2 outs? So now there's 2 runners aboard for Austin Jones. Jones had a double his last time up. Trying to do that again here with 2 runners in front of him. Went up swinging on the first pitch, but comes up with nothing. The 0-1 soon to come from Ryan Schneider. Working from the stretch. 2 outs. Just misses. Count runs to 1-2. Bottom of the 4th inning. Score tied at 1. 2 runners aboard here for Tri-State. No hits in the inning. Swung on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 swung on, comes up with nothing, and a strikeout, the first one for Schneider, and that will end the inning. No runs on no hits, 2 runners left on board. So we take a look at the Travel Medford Northwest Championship scoreboard. We'll be right back after this.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to the 2021 Northwest Baseball Championships. Landon Cheney leads things off for Idaho. Puts one right at the first baseman for the first out. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Flies out to first base this next time. Kevin Brecky steps in. Swung on. Fouled back into the backstop. Jackson Cummings in for his second inning of work. Here's the 0-1. It's outside and low. Austin Kearns behind the plate. Second inning for him. That one misses low. 2-1 the count with one out, nobody aboard. Coming the windup and the 2-1. Hit high into the air. Calling for it is the center fielder. And that's Braden Lewis making the catch for out number 2. Two outs, and that brings the left-hander Ryan Schneider, current pitcher, and now getting a chance to hit. Swung on third base side, but foul. The 0-1 just misses. So the runs the count even. Here's the 1-1. High and upstairs. 2-1 the count. Schneider grounded out to the pitcher his first time up back in the second inning. Takes the 2-1 pitch at the knees for a called strike. 2-2, 2 outs. Right at the second baseman on the 2-2. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Cummings after giving up a run his last time out. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We take a look at the Travel Medford scoreboard on the 2021 Baseball Northwest Championships here in Medford. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram Trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back. You're watching the Idaho Tri-State 2022 game this morning in Medford, Oregon. Otho Savage will take over pitching duties for Idaho. .62 right-hander out of Twin Falls. Fastball sits between 82 and 85 miles an hour. The curveball sitting between 67 and 68. Spin rate's up to 2,021 RPM. Attends Twin Falls High School. We'll go against Brett Hauser, who fouled off the first pitch. The second one misses low in the dirt. Blocked behind home plate by Dane Bradshaw, who takes over catching duties for Idaho, and will do that for the rest of the 7-inning game. Savage comes set, delivers the 1-1. That's fouled back into the screen behind home plate. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coming set and delivering is Savage. Called strike 3, and Hauser knew it, was already walking towards the dugout. 4-pitch strikeout for Savage. That'll bring up Jace Malky to the plate. Malky went down swinging against Miller his first time up. Faces Savage for the first time. Good pick there by Bradshaw behind the dish. Bradshaw showing the range, playing up the middle at center field earlier in the game, and now catcher. The count as Savage comes set, delivers to Malky. Swung on, hard hit ball into left field, down the line. That'll be a base hit. Extra bases, it bounces off the screen, and chugging into second is Malky. A stand-up double with 1 out. Tri-State picks up their 6th hit. They've got a runner in scoring position with just 1 out, and that brings up Aaron Kearns. Kearns swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it back over the first base side and out of play. Kearns looks in. Looks back to second, then delivers. Called strike at the knees, 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2 from Savage after checking second twice. Misses outside for ball 1. A 1-2 count. As Kearns, the catcher, waits at the plate. 1-2 from Savage outside. That ball gets away from Bradshaw. Into third is Malky. Bradshaw kind of in between, going with the backhand. Kind of got caught in between what he wanted to do with the glove. Either way, it's a 2-2 count with a runner on third. 2-2 misses high. Runs the count full with 1 out. Malky at third base, Kearns at the plate. A chance to drive in a run and Tri-State to take the lead in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Savage. A grounder to second base. An easy play, and the run will score. Doing a job there is Kearns on the 4-3 RBI ground out. Chopper to third base, fielded cleanly. Throw down in time to get speedy Tyler Vance, but not before a run scores. 1 run on no hits, no errors, and we head to the top of the 6th inning. Here's a look at the Travel Northwest scoreboard. Tri-State taking the lead thanks to a Jace Malky double down the left field line. Moves up on a pass ball, and then Aaron Kearns grounds out but is able to score the runner. Tri-State takes the lead, and we're going to take you into a quick break. We'll be right back with more of the 2021 Baseball Northwest Championships here in Medford, Oregon.
A new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
You're taking a look at Tyson Rutherford, the new pitcher for Tri-State. Rutherford, a 6-foot right-handed pitcher, committed to Yakima Valley Community College. Fastball sits around 84, 88. Curveball 73, 74, and the changeup 79, 81 miles an hour. Curveball, the 27-11 spin rate as we get set in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch from Rutherford is that curveball we were just talking about, called strike 1. Mason Garcia steps in, the big right-hander for Idaho, and the check swing, he went. Quickly ahead is Tyson Rutherford with 2 strikes. Rutherford looks in the windup, the 0-2 pitch to Garcia. Called strike 3. Mason Garcia can't do anything but watch it go by him. Three pitches is all Rutherford needs to get the first out of the 6th inning. Now he'll dig in against Brody Rasmussen. The 1-0 from Rutherford. Just low. Falls behind in the count 2-0 to Rasmussen, who walked his last time up in the 3rd inning. Hit right at the second baseman for an out. Weak liner. Excuse me, that's the shortstop. Chris Rogers over there at short for the last inning. Fouled off by Logan Burrell for strike 1. 2 outs. Rutherford making quick work of these Idaho batters here in the top of the 6th inning. Coming set, the windup, and that's fouled first base side again. Quickly ahead is Rutherford, 0-2 against Burrell. Burrell went down swinging on strikes in the 3rd inning. High and tight. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. time called as a pitcher getting warmed up in the Tri-State bullpen. Might have sailed the catcher there. Now we'll get play resumed. 1-2, 2 outs. Rutherford, the kick, the pitch, swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts, 3 outs for Rutherford. A quick inning of work for the 6-foot right-hander out of Post Falls, Idaho. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a look at the Travel Medford scoreboard. No runs, no hits, no errors in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of it. Tri-State leads 2-1. We'll be right back after a quick word from the people that make this broadcast possible.
Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Welcome back. Otho Savage getting set for his 2nd inning of work at the 2021 Baseball Northwest Championships. 2-1 the score. Between the 2022 teams of Idaho and Tri-State. Digging in to the right-hander's batter's box is Nainoa Nall, 5'10", right-handed hitter out of Lincoln, Washington. Singled his first time up in the 3rd inning. Swung on and missed after taking the first pitch. Maybe just got a piece of it. 1-1 count. Nall digs in and gets ready for the pitch from Savage. And that's a called strike. 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Upstairs, good take by Nall to run the count even at 2-2. Bottom of the 6th inning, Tri-State leading 2-1. Maybe looking to add to that lead here. The 2-2 from Savage, low in the dirt. Blocked by Dane Bradshaw, who's behind the plate. Runs the count full on a smoky morning here in Southern Oregon. The pitch fouled off behind home plate into the screening, and the count will stay full. Payoff pitch. Fouled back into the screen behind home plate. Count remains full to the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 6th inning. Called strike 3, catches the inside corner. Nall can't believe it. He was getting ready to walk down to first base. Strikeout number 2 for Savage. Started off the last inning with a strikeout. Starts off the bottom of the 6th the same way. And that'll bring us to the top of the order. It's Ethan Ammerman. Takes a first pitch ball just outside. Ammerman went down on strikes his first time up, grounded out his second. Now with his 3rd plate appearance of the day, watches 2 balls go past the outside of the plate. Runs the count to 2-0 with one out in the bottom of the sixth. Three straight takes from Ammerman. 5'5" right-hander out of Richland High School in Washington. The 3-0. Watches that one. Taking all the way was Ammerman. Count still in his favor on the 3-1 count. Here's the pitch from Savage. Hit high into the air, directly over by the pitcher's mound. Savage calling for it, and he'll make the play himself for out number 2. That brings up Chris Rogers, who's gone down swinging both times up. Trying to change that pattern here against Savage, but takes the first pitch for a strike. Savage starting to settle into a groove now. The 0-1. Checking his swing on the breaking ball is Rogers. But Savage is working quickly. The 1-1 with 2 outs. Hard hit ball into left field. Going back is Rasmussen all the way to the warning track, and it's going to one-hop the fence. Rogers into second with a stand-up 2-out double. About 5 feet short of clearing the left field wall, about 325 down the line to each foul pole. 400 to straightaway center. But a 2-out double is a chance to add to the Tri-State lead as Oliver Brown digs in. Brown takes the first pitch for ball 1. Coming set, the 2-0. The 3-0 pitch. Oliver Brown watches all 4 go by for a ball. Runners on first and second. That'll bring up Cody Matson. He had a single back in the second inning, flew out to left field in the 4th. 2 runners in front of him, 2 outs. Watches the first pitch go by. 5 straight balls. Swung on and missed. Good pitch there, and Matson can't catch up to the fastball outside. Two outs, 2 runners on, the 1-1. Chris Rogers dances around. Ground ball to third, and it's eats up Casagrande. Rounding third, headed for home is Rogers. Brown into third. And Matson into second. Now time called. And Dane Bradshaw going to have a chat with this pitcher. Braden Lewis steps or gets ready to step in. Oliver Brown over at third. Cody Matson over at second. Lewis has singled and scored a run, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning on a pop-up to the first baseman who dropped it, then got the out, the lead runner at second. 2 down, 1-0 is the count as Lewis gets ready. 2 runners in scoring position. A little 2-out rally brewing for Tri-State 2022. They lead 3-1 now. The 2-0 swung on, fouled back into the screening behind home plate. 2-1 the count with 2 outs. Fouls it off. Evens the count up at 2-2. Two fought off by Lewis. Two the count remains with 2 outs, 2 runners aboard. Lewis at the plate. Ball misses low, runs the count full with 2 outs. Base hits could score 2 here for Tri-State. Swung on and missed, and get a strikeout instead. 3rd strikeout for Rutherford. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, we'll take a look at our Travel Medford scoreboard. We're headed to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back with more from the 2021 Baseball Northwest Championships here in Medford, Oregon.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
You're getting a look at Oliver Brown, who's going to wrap things up pitching-wise for Tri-State. Brown out of South Anchorage, Alaska, a Holy Cross commit. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Tri-State leading 3-1. Ethan Gardner digs in at the plate. Brown comes set. First pitch fouled off first base side and out of play. Here's the 0-1 from Brown. Breaking ball misses low, runs the count even at 1-1. Brown, a two-way player. Fastball sits around 86, 87 miles an hour. Curveball, 72, 73. Hard hit ball, but high into the air in shallow left field. Coming in for it and making the play is Braden Lewis. Back over into left field. First out of the inning. And that'll turn the lineup card over for Idaho and bring Cruz Hepburn to the plate. Hepburn grounded out his first time up to third base and then popped out in foul territory to the first baseman in the fourth inning. First pitch misses high. Count 1-0. Resetting for Brown, fastball 87 miles an hour, curveball around 73, and the changeup sits about 79, 80 miles an hour. The 1-0 catches the outside portion of the plate. 1-1 the count with one out. The kick and the pitch. 2-1 the count after that one finds the left-hander's batter's box in the dirt. When he gets to college, Oliver Brown looking to go pre-med. How about that? 2-1. Popped up behind home plate. Catcher trying to make it. Looked like he got a little tripped up by the bat in foul territory. So the count goes 2-2 instead. Back behind the plate is Aaron Kearns. Kearns in his third inning, calling a game. Caught back in the fourth and fifth inning. Brown, a middle infielder, but also showing what he can do from the mound. Hepburn digs in. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Way inside. Ducking out of the way was Hepburn. Payoff pitch with one out. Tri-State leads 3-1. Brown delivers upstairs, and Hepburn will reach base for the first time today. Draws a walk. So that brings up Caden Casagrande. He walked back in the first, then was caught stealing. Walked in the fourth, ended up scoring a run, the only run that Idaho has so far. First pitch he sees from Brown is a called strike on the outside edge. Pretty good leadoff first from Hepburn. Brown delivers. Hepburn takes a hefty secondary lead. Pitch misses for a ball, so it's a 1-1 count with one out. Top of the seventh, 3-1 Tri-State leads Idaho. It's the class of 2022 in these games at the Baseball Northwest Championships in Medford, Oregon. Brown delivers, and that misses outside. Ball two. So it's a 2-1 for Brown as he looks in, working from the stretch for the first time today. Delivers the 2-1 outside. Good sliding block there by Kearns. Keats Hepburn at first base. Three-one count. Good chance here for Casagrande to put one in play. But he watches that one, draws his third walk of the day. Has not technically recorded an at-bat yet, but in 3 plate appearances, he's made 3 trips to first base. As Brown now has 2 runners on with 1 out, and that brings Kyler Saunders to the plate. Saunders 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a ground out. 2 runners in front of him. Good chance here. Show off what he can do. Takes a first pitch for a strike. Here's the 0-1 from Brown. Swung on and missed. Saunders a healthy hack at that one. Second baseman and a pitcher, another two-way player. Plenty of those at the high school level. The 0-2 from Brown. Taking was Saunders, and it just misses. Count runs to 1-2. So here comes the 1-2 with 2 runners in front of him. Brown pitches, pops it up into the shallow right field. Making the play is Ethan Ammerman at second base. So now there's 2 outs, 2 runners aboard, and Idaho down to their last batter to try to tie things up in the top of the 7th. Junior Garcia had an RBI single in the 4th inning. Another chance here with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Good curveball there from Brown. Garcia swings right through it, the 0-1. Brown likes what he sees from Kearns behind the dish. Peeks back to second before throwing to home, and the 0-1 pitch misses high, so 1-1, 2 outs. Cruz Hepburn over at second. Kyler Saunders on first. Both reached via the walk. Humberto Garcia at the plate. Swung on and missed. Fastball outside, had Garcia chasing. Idaho now down to their last strike. Brown looks in. Garcia steps into the batter's box. Coming set is Brown. The 1-2 hit into the air into center field. Calling for it and making the play is Nall, and that will wrap things up. Final look at the baseball. There we go. The 2021 Baseball Northwest Championship scoreboard. Tri-State takes this one 3-1 in 6.5 innings. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors, to Idaho's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. We'll be back in about 30 minutes or so with the next game on the docket here at the Baseball Northwest Championships. I'm Josh Shelton. We'll see you then for another Class of 2022 matchup in just a few minutes.